life should be utilized. Human life should be utilized for achieving something. There is an importance of human life, and hence there is an importance of an aim in our life. We must have an aim. Without aim, there is no use of life, and hence aim has much more importance. What does aim mean? We must understand what does aim mean. Aim is an object which is to be pointed. Aim is pointed object. Any aim is a pointed object. We must understand what does aim mean. Aim is effort directed result. That means that a result which is received by the efforts. An aim is a directed result, and aim can be considered as directed output. Aim is a result towards which our efforts are directed. This is the definition of an aim. We must have aim. Aimlessness is uselessness, and hence there is an importance of aim. Anyone can understand this. Aimless life is similar to a ship in the ocean. Which ship has no intention, which ship has no direction. Directionless ship can be considered as similar to an aimless life. Aims are classified on various basis. Most of the persons in the world classify the aims on financial basis only. They classify the aims as low aims and high aims. But there is not only one view in the world. There are several views on which aims can be classified. Aims can be divided. Aims can be classified. Aims can be put in various groups on the basis of theological base. Aims can be classified on the base of finance. Aims can be classified on religious basis. And hence there are several views on which basis we can classify the aims. We must have an aim. Aims can be an ordinary aim, or aims can be ordinary aims, or aims can be extraordinary aims. If a person wants that he should become rich, if anyone is aiming to become rich, then that aim is an ordinary aim, because almost all persons may have the desire in their mind that they should become rich. Almost all persons in the world can have this desire that they should become rich, and hence these aims are called as ordinary aims. Now I will tell about extraordinary aims. The financial position of this whole world should be sound, so that every person in the world should have food. Every person in the world should live in good condition. Then This aim is an extraordinary aim. This aim is higher aim. This must be understood. This point must be noted by all. Every person in the world should have such higher aims. Every person in the world should have such higher aims. Any person can have the aim that he should get the peace. Peace should reside in his mind. That is an ordinary aim. Any person can aim that. Any person can aim that. Aim is a noun and verb also. Any person can aim that. And hence, such aims are called as ordinary aims. If all of us say that whole world should be peaceful, peace must be in the whole world, peace should prevail in the whole world, there should be an arrival of peace in the whole world, then such aim is an extraordinary aim. Every person in the world should have this extraordinary aim. Every person in the world should have this extraordinary aim. Then actually there will be an arrival of peace in the world. We must aim something, then we can receive something. We can achieve something. If we do not aim something, how can we receive something? This point must be noted. Now, aims are again classified as long-term aims and short-term aims. Long-term aims can be called as major aims. Long-term aims are the major aims of life. The main aim of life is also a long-term aim. And some major aims can be called as long-term aims in life. For the achievement of long-term aim, we must have some short-term aims. Short-term aims can be achieved in some days, in some weeks, or some months also. Long-term aim should reside in our mind. It is not necessary that we must tell our aim, our long-term aim to anyone, to any other person. It is not necessary. We must keep that aim in our mind only. Short-term aims can be told to other persons if requirement is there. Short-term aims can be told to other persons if there is a requirement. If there is a requirement, short-term aims can be told to other persons if there is a requirement. Now, aims can be divided in two groups again. First group is of detrimental aims and second group is of deserving aims. Detrimental aims means harmful aims. Those aims can be harmful to other persons. Detrimental aims are harmful to nations. Detrimental aims are harmful to whole earth. A thief is aiming to become rich by the way of theft. Then the aim of that thief is a detrimental aim. Some persons in the world have detrimental aims. Some organizations in the world have detrimental aims. Some nations in the world have detrimental aims. Detrimental aims are harmful for this terra. Terra means this earth. These are harmful for this terra. Hence, detrimental aims are useless aims. There is no necessity of detrimental aims. Detrimental aims should be overthrown from our mind. There is no requirement of such detrimental aims. We must have the aim, all of us must have the aim that there should be such aims which are useful to mankind. Such aims should be in our mind which are useful to ourselves and useful to mankind. Deserving aims are useful aims. Deserving aims. Deserving aims deserve the potential. Deserving aims deserve the useful potential. Deserving aims deserve the importance. Deserving aims deserve an ability. Because of that, there is an importance of deserving aims. Every person in the world should have a deserving aim or deserving aims. This is much more important. All these points must be kept in our mind. These points are very important. Detrimental aims must be discarded from mind and deserving aims must be kept in mind. This point is very, very important. Now, I will tell about the difference between desire and aim. There are so many desires in the world. There are so many desires in the world. Desires and desires and desires. There is no end to desires. There are several desires. But any desire cannot become an aim. A desire which is united with firm determination about achievement, then that desire is called as an aim. Firm determination about achievement leads that desire towards becoming an aim. Then and only then desire gets transformed into the form of an aim. And hence, most of the persons think that we have high desires. Desire is not an aim. Aim must be high, but that should be aim. Aim should be aim. Aim should be aimed. High aim should be aimed. Desires are not useful. There are several dreams in the world. Several dreams can reside in the mind of any person, but every dream is not called an aim. Every dream is not called an aim. Which dream is united with actions, firm actions towards completion, then that dream is termed as an aim. Several dreams, thousands of dreams are not termed as aims. And hence, you must remember that an aim is an object to be pointed. This must be remembered. Now, we must have aim, and hence aim is required. But for achieving our aim, there can can be several obstacles on our path. There may be several hindrances on our path. We have to overcome all hindrances. We have to overcome all hindrances. In the book Rasyav, there is much more explanation about all these points. Most of you might have read this information in the book Rasyav. We must defeat the obstacles on our way. We must defeat the obstacles on our way. We have to win. We have to win in our life. We have to achieve the goal. We have to achieve our aim. And hence, we have to defeat all sorts of obstacles on our path. This must be kept in our mind. An auspicious day, Vijayadashmi, tells that you must win. You must win all sorts of obstacles and you must achieve an aim. You must fulfill your aim. An auspicious day, Vijayadashmi, tells this to all human beings. All of us should work for achieving our aims. Datta, Datta, Datta.